What is up? What is up? What is up, y'all? It's your girl, the Nasty Girl. What is up? So today is June 19th. This is Juneteenth. It is Juneteenth. Juneteenth. For some of y'all that don't know what Juneteenth meant, go read up on it. Go read up on it. Because the last ones that knew was in Galveston. Not too far from us. So, this is the official Black Independence Day, I guess you can say. So, again, if you don't know, go read up on it. Yesterday was Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Now, look, if y'all got a Father's Day from me and y'all do not have any kids that y'all know of, maybe I shouldn't say it like that, but y'all don't have any kids, that's walking around on the earth, y'all still get a happy Father's Day, right? Because y'all skeeted spermicides, and those are living organisms that turn into babies. So y'all have skeeted. So y'all have fathered quite a bit of babies because a lot of spermicides come out. I'm not gonna go into very much detail how much come out. The statistics say, but just know y'all know y'all pump out a lot of them, and only one or two or three or seven or eight can fertilize the egg, or multiple eggs, or however you want to say it, depending on if you twins, triplets, quadruplets. They having 6 tuplets and 8 and 10 babies at one time nowadays. So happy Father's Day to every man that has skeeted. Oh, ski, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, one thing, hey, it is still Pride Month. Happy Pride. Let me get that out there. Happy Pride. I also found out that it is National Headache and Migraine Awareness Month. So if y'all have headaches and migraines, it's Awareness Month for that. One thing I want to talk about is the sensitivity of kids nowadays. Y'all getting a little cleavage today, so don't tell me. I know what I got on. A titty ain't a titty unless you see a nipple. That's how I always believe. So you just getting a little cleavage. But the sensitivity of kids and how demented, and I'm using that word because I feel like it is some form of mental health itself. And like when we was raised, how our parents talked to us, we was just, you better suck it up. I don't give a, they talked to us crazy and we sucked it up and took it. But nowadays, kids are not taking it, and they closing up in their rooms, and their minds is going, and these babies is killing themselves off, and not talking about how they feeling, and when you talk to them, it's like a normal everyday conversation, but once they leave that everyday conversation with you like nothing is wrong, you don't know what's going on behind it. And it's a lot of, I blame a lot of it on social media, because we didn't really have that when I was growing up. We didn't at all have that. And we had a phone, we had 3-way calling, and then we had beepers and pagers and stuff like that. So we didn't get the lingering of like the bullying and stuff, because it was bullying back then, but you probably got bullied for a day, and then somebody might talk about it the next day, and then it was gone after that. But you got social media. Instead of trying to help somebody, y'all pull out your phones and record and stuff. Now when I see some stupid stuff, I do record sometimes, but it's rare that I do that. It was one day I talked about on one video when I was walking into total wine, and the little boy was outside selling candy. So I said, I'm gonna hit you when I come back out. So I come back out, and the cops got him hemmed up, and y'all done call the cops on this little young boy who's selling candy bars to play football or something. And he literally was not in front of the door. He was in between two stores, so it wasn't the store he was in front of. And I come out, and the police guy, I'm like, you all right? And he was like, yeah, I can't sell a candy no more and stuff. So, y'all got to think about, how this mentally, because they brains ain't as strong as our brains. Now, some of them dumb as rocks. I'm going to just put it out there. Some of y'all kids is dumb. And I'm not talking about book dumb. I'm talking about just dumb. They just dumb. And, so I stood out there. I went to my car, but then I came back up because I called my brother, who was a police officer, and asked him, what can they do to him? I mean, I'm going to wait till his parents get him if they're going to hold him up like that. It was just one cop. One like multiple cops or nothing like that. But I still wanted to see that the boy was okay, because he really wasn't doing nothing but selling candy bars. So that's why I say, just something as simple as that can discourage a kid from trying to do better things. And I know one people in it was probably some random customer that was probably frustrated and didn't want to be bothered, and he asked him to buy some candy, so he called the police and told on him. Just little stuff that we say can discourage these kids and get them in a mental state that, we didn't go to when we were younger. So I just want to say, we might need to try to be a little more sensible. Now, I know the baby boomer generation, y'all ain't gone. I'm just saying it like that. Y'all just not. Some of y'all will, but for the most part, y'all sit in y'all ways, and y'all just not. I'm gonna say what I want to say. I'm this years old and blah blah blah. But you gotta understand that these kids is taking a lot of this we say to heart, and we gotta understand that that stuff you did back then to your kids, you can't do it to these kids nowadays, because if they always thinking less of me, why I need to be here? Because that's what they thinking, and that's what's going on in their head. So I just want y'all just to think about it just a little further before y'all go in too hard on these babies. On a lighter note, I'm gonna be done. Even though I think this person does have a mental health issue, my neighbor, and I'm gonna just talk about it because my neighbor, they ain't been there but a few years. Her husband passed, and my neighbor. I don't know if my neighbor across the street gonna watch this, but shout out to her. So when I'm coming home from, I don't even know where I was at, but I was coming home. It was early in the day. I think I went to the grocery store. Yeah, I was coming from the grocery store, and they trying to push the trucks up in the yard. So they finally, separate and let the car in front of me and me come by. So I get out of the car, and I'm like, what y'all trying to do? She was like, oh, she just trying to, neighbor across the street, saying she just trying to get the truck up in the yard, but they was pushing it with another truck, and they was for like tab some stuff. So they had it almost in the yard. So I was like, well, we can just at least try to push it up far enough to when it's right there in the yard, boom, you can just put the brake on, and that's it. Neighbor next door, now I noticed when I was coming up, she was in neighbor across the street yard, but she has on her robe. I'm like, why is she out here in this robe? Not paying attention that neighbor across the street is helping to move the truck. I ain't even see her in the truck until she got out and I got out of my car. So I tell the little lady, because she in her robe, I'm like, you get in the truck and you stir it and let us three younger ones push the car up. No, you go ahead. I'm going to help y'all push. Now, let me just describe this robe. She's just holding it together. She ain't got a string to tie it. I don't think, at least I didn't see a string, the little tie you tie your robe together with. So that's why I was trying to get her in the car, because that means she was going to be trying to push the car with her robe bust open. So we get it pushed up far enough where she can get it out the road. And so she get out the car and she rolling the window up, but the robe is open now. And neighbor said, hey, your robe, you might want to close that up now. I'm going to have to pay you $10 or so, she said. So, we got to look out for our neighbors because sometimes they toilet tissue loose on their roll. That's how I'm going to say it. The toilet tissue is loose on their roll, a toilet tissue. Some people say the elevator don't go to the top. Got a few screws let loose or something like that. But I'm going to say they toilet tissue ain't tight on their roll. They in there, but it don't roll all the way around, just slide around, so just look out for your people. Make sure they all right. Sister say she done been out there in her lingerie and stuff. Neighbor say she be asking for her husband to come over there. She say, I would have to watch her now. She asking for my husband to come help over there. And she wasn't thinking nothing of it. So, anyway, let's just say the weekend was eventful. It was an eventful weekend. So, look, I hope y'all enjoy y'all week. I know some people off. I think they made it a federal holiday for Juneteenth today. So I hope y'all enjoy your off day. Where I work, we don't get no off days. We open 365 days of the year. And we ain't getting time and a half. Not on the black holiday anyway. Look, don't do nothing I wouldn't do. And if you do, do it better. Deuces.